Hi everybody, my name's Sarah and I work for Derby County Community Trust. So today we're going to be looking at a quick healthy recipe for something different for breakfast. Breakfast, the most important meal of the day, but the really good thing about this recipe as well, you can cook them, have them hot with lots of different things and then leave them to cool, and they're great in lunch boxes or for a snack during the day. So first thing today is obviously very important, especially at the moment. I have washed my hands downstairs, but I'm just going to put a little bit of my hand sanitizer on. So please make sure you wash your hands, make sure your hair is tied back and you have got an adult with you who can just give you a hand with this, just because we're using hot pans. Okay, so get that nice and dry. I'm using a party pan today, but a frying pan at home is great. Again, make sure you've got an adult with you. So I'll just pop this on. And today, just as a nice healthy option, I'm using a fry light. So that's just a little bit of spray, but if you did want to use a little bit of olive oil, that is absolutely fine. So I'm just going to give that a little squirt, and I've got all my ingredients set out here. All the information about the recipe and the resources around eating a nice healthy breakfast is going to be on the website, so you can have a look at that, get everything ready. Can adapt this as well, use different things in there, but that's all on the recipe. So the first thing I've got here today is wholemeal flour. So I've got 100 grams of wholemeal flour. Now this is great because it's got more fibre in it and it's going to keep our tummies nice and full. If you're not a big fan of wholemeal, you can use 50-50, or if you've just got white flour in, you can use that, but wholemeal is the best option. So I'm just going to tip that in there into my bowl, move this out of the way. And then I have got some milk here as well. I'm using semi-skimmed milk, so if you're over 5, semi-skimmed milk is the best option. If you're under 5, it's still full fat, but you get all the goodness out of this. So I don't know if you can see my bowl there, I've put my flour in, and I'm just going to tip this in nice and slowly and give it a little mix. Just putting half in to start with, just to get the mixture going. So just give it a little mix, and you can see it's going a little bit sticky there. So I'm just going to keep going with that. Add a little bit more in. Good exercise for the arms as well. So at the moment it's a bit strange times and we're all a little bit out of routine, and I know sometimes we're all getting up a little bit later, but it's really important that we have a good breakfast to set us up for the day. Try and keep in the habit of your 3 meals a day and your 2 healthy snacks. So you can see that's going a bit gloopy, it's getting a bit harder to stir. So what I'm going to do now is put the last little bit of milk in, put that over there, give it another stir. And we've got our wholemeal flour for our energy in here, and it's gone quite gloopy. It looks a bit like Weetabix there actually. So now I'm going to crack an egg into there. So I've got a nice egg. Egg is good for us, it's protein, it's great for our muscles, so, and also helps to keep us full. So just crack that in there, put that over there and give it a little stir. And you see, it's gone, the egg's going there. So give that a good old mix. Again, great. If you did want to make more of these, you can just double up the recipe. So today I'm going to be putting some grated carrot in and some sultanas, but as well it's brilliant, you can put blueberries in, you can do whatever you want. And it's great because you can serve it with some yogurt, slice some banana on there. There's so many things you can do with this recipe. So it's gone nice and runny there. And what I'm going to do to give it a nice little flavour is I'm going to put in a teaspoon of mixed spice. Again, cinnamon's brilliant for this as well. So just put that in. There we go. Add that in and give it a mix. Now it's going nice and thick, which is what we want. And secret ingredient is some natural yogurt. And this makes it really nice and fluffy, but also makes it like the American pancakes that you can see. So it makes the batter nice and thick, but again, we're getting our dairy in there. Again, great for our bones. Also good to keep us nice and full. So I'll just get the last bit out there. Scrape it up. There we go. Put that over there. Give it a mix. So you can see, nice and gloopy there. So what we're going to do now, give it a last good mix. I'm not going to put the sultanas in for a minute, but the secret ingredient to help us with this nice healthy recipe is our grated carrot. Now I can imagine some of you going, ooh, don't like that. But you can't taste the carrot in there. It just gives it, imagine it's like a carrot cake. It just gives it that nice flavour. We've got the spice in there as well, and that's going to make it really tasty. So I'm just going to pop that in. I've weighed that out, there's 80 grams there. So I'm just going to mix that into the mixture. Move that out of the way. There we go, it's all going in. So just watch your fingers when you use the grater. So the pan's nice and hot, I can feel it there. With it being a party pan, it's slightly different. So if you are using a stove, just make sure that you're keeping an eye on that. So again, give it a little mix up. There we go, looks nice and tasty. And what we are going to do now is give it a good old mix. Make sure everything's all in there. And here's for the exciting bit. So you can make a big pancake, but like I was saying earlier, these are great to cook and actually save and eat later cold. They make a brilliant healthy snack as well as a breakfast. So just checking my pan's okay. I am going to get my spoon. You could always put it in a jug as well if you wanted to and just dribble it out. So I'm just going to turn it up a touch to make sure this works. There we go. And I'm just going to drop it in the pan so you can hear it sizzling. And I'm just doing some smaller ones, but like I say, if you wanted to make bigger ones, go for it. The great thing about this recipe is you can play around with it and do lots and lots of different things with it. So in it goes. I'm not going to cook them all, and also the mixture will stay in the fridge as well if you didn't want to cook them all. So as long as you keep it covered in the fridge, you can make a big batch. So there we go. So I can hear them sizzling, smell delicious as well. I know some people here are ready for their breakfast, so we're just going to cook those away. So I've got my fish slice here, so I'm just going to give it a little touch around the edge. The oil is going to make sure it's not going to stick, and I can see already I've got my pan on a little bit high because we don't want them to burn. So I'm moving those around. That one's sticking slightly. Let's get that one off. There we go. I've flipped that one already. There we go. And I'm just going to get my raisins now and just dribble a few on the top. So again, make sure you've got an adult with you. And if you're feeling creative, you can make some faces in there. You can make it look beautiful. So there we go. Just put that up slightly. Just push that in. Make sure it's working. There we go. And I'm going to flip these over. Can you see how easily they've come out because we've used the fry light? There we go. And just get ready and turn it over. There we go. Wow, these are looking nice. Smelling nice as well. So with your breakfast, it's the most important meal of the day. It's really, really good to get you ready for the day, set up for the day. Try and have something healthy without any sugar in it. If you don't have your breakfast in the morning, it can make it you're quite prone to wanting unhealthy food later on for lunch or snacking. So it's really good to get full up first thing in the morning. So these make it really nice if you're bored of your cereal or the different things you've been having. And also you've got 2 of your 5 a day in there already. So you've got your grated carrot, you've got your raisins. Like I say, I'm going to have these probably off camera with some banana and some blueberries. And what I'm going to do is add a little bit of natural yogurt on the side, which makes a really healthy alternative to cream. So let's have a look at these. So they're nearly there. They're so easy, there was hardly anything to that. So I'm just going to have a look at that one. Oh, and they're looking good. See, they didn't take long. I'm just going to turn my pan off and I'm going to get ready to show you how they look. So I'm just going to use this plate here. Now, here we go. Come out beautifully. So they look a little bit brown just because we've used the wholemeal flour. So I'm just going to add them up here, put them on there. There we go. Get ready to serve them out. Just make sure your pan's turned off as well. Like I say, you can use blueberries in these instead. I'm going to have these now with some natural yogurt and my banana. So I hope you enjoy making these. Don't forget to keep an eye on the website because there's going to be lots and lots of different things. The recipe will be on the website with the ingredients, and also there'll be a healthy eating sheet all around breakfast and why it's so important. So enjoy. Don't forget, if you want to send in any pictures to us, we'd love to see what you've made. So take care, can't wait to see you all soon, and enjoy.